We got Destiny studying for this really high-profile interview to prove that he's not super pro-Zionist, just a little bit.
Do most Israelis know this guy, or is he like a fringe
He's
figure?
on the news a lot.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Okay.
You like local news, you're saying?
yeah. And I think he probably speaks like on maybe on other stuff as well.
Yeah, apparently he speaks in Arab media quite a lot, or more than you'd expect an Israeli person to. Because he speaks Arabic.
Yeah.
There's a video of him owning this Al Jazeera guy by getting him to admit that Jerusalem's not in the Quran.
Yeah,
Boom.
probably. Well, I think
Well,
he like
that's
stands behind his like beliefs, so he'll say whatever he says to.
Isn't that a really big deal? Because I think that I don't know this as well, but I think don't Muslims say that the Quran proves 100% that Jerusalem and like the Temple Mount area is where Muhammad flew to heaven, but the rationale that they use for that has to do with like it being the farthest west place that he went.
Okay.
Yeah. So Muslims and Jews will fight over. Actually, I don't even think it's there's a fight. There is no explicit mention of Jerusalem ever in or that temple, the Jewish temple in the Quran.
Yeah.
But some Muslims will like to say that no, it's like 100% verified by the Quran, and that's why we need that particular site. Because without that having been as west as Muhammad went, they lose almost all religious claim basically to that. And then it just becomes historical. Well, there was a mosque there or whatever the fuck. Like that's it. Yeah. So that's a really important claim. Yeah. I'm surprised that guy would admit that, like, okay, yeah, it's not in the Quran explicitly. I don't know why you would ever say that if you were a Muslim.
Mm-hmm.
That reminds me of it's like the thing where you have to be really, really, really careful when you're digging around the Temple Mount, or like when they wanted to open up that second passageway, because there are, I don't know how much of them, honest to God, I don't think most Muslims give a fuck. I think it's only Palestinians, and some Muslims pay lip service to it. But like the idea that if you stumble upon like the ruins of the old Jewish temple, they would be like catastrophic to the Palestinian Muslim mind. It's like it's people like Arafat, and I think even Abbas, say that there was never a Jewish temple there.
Yeah, that was a roadblock in the negotiations, right? Because Ben Ami said, Muslims get the top and Jews get the bottom. But
There is no
Arafat was like, yeah, there is nothing at the bottom, fuck you, yeah.
Pretty much.
Who's that guy? Is it Mehdi Hassan? Is that the guy who used to be on one of the main channels?
Yeah.
Is he Palestinian or anything, or is he just?
No, I don't think he is. I've never actually heard him say where he's from. Huh.
Who's from?
Mehdi Hassan.
Oh.
Didn't he like try to pick fights with you at some points?
No,
or?
he says dumb shit on Twitter. If he'd ever wanted to maybe could. He's like a worse version of Piers Morgan.
He's a very good debater, though.
Is he a good debater, or does he do the British thing?
Yeah, he's a
where
bulldozer.
he like asks, where he just says like the thing over and over again.
Yeah, he's a
and
bulldozer.
he just says the
That's
thing
what he
over and
is.
over again.
Yeah.
And says the thing over
Well,
and over again.
did you
and says
see-
the thing over and over again.
Yeah, again, he says thing over again. Yeah, have you not seen when he debated Matt Taibbi on the Twitter files?
Jesus.
He just prepared everything, so like he just basically railroaded him through this list of like, you were wrong here, you were wrong here, you were wrong here, screenshots, and then like counter evidence, and then eventually Taibbi's just like, well, what are you doing, man?
It feels like I don't know if that's like a British specialty, but like Piers Morgan is good at that.
Jeremy Paxman.
Was he the one that did Ben Shapiro?
No, that was Andrew Neil. He's also very good.
Andrew Neil was really good at that, yeah.
Yeah, Jeremy Paxman was like the famous one in the 90s and 2000s who would just get these viral moments of him just asking the same question like 10 or 12 times to people and just making them like wriggle around it really badly. I'll show you my favorite one. My favorite
Is that
British.
the one you just showed me?
Yeah, the Boris one. When he asks them the same question 12 times and he just like gets off of his platform and like is walking towards him as he realizes that he's able to just keep on saying it.
That is such a power move.
It's so good.
What's the equivalent of being able to walk closer to the person when you're online? Like, how could you replicate that? It was such a move because you saw right away Boris was like, okay, fine, I'll answer a little bit.
It's that fucking horsey assassin, horse face.
buses?
No, for the buses, that's a different matter. That's a different funding.
How many?
Let me invite you to speculate how much.
No. I invite you to speculate. In fact, more than speculate, tell us how much it would cost.
Let me tell you this: they would cost no more and no less than the mayor's own manifesto commitment to produce another 500 hybrid buses, which are going to ply the streets.
Which is what?
And which will be bought, of course, as the mayor knows full well, not by Transport London. They will be bought.
Give us a figure.
By the bus.
Give us a figure.
And I think
Here it comes.
Come on.
Well, the average cost of a bendy bus is about £200,000. I envisage it being the cost over time being substantially amortised, to be easily bearable under the Transport Budget Fund.
So am I not making myself clear? What we want to know is how much you propose to spend on this new fleet of Route Master buses.
No more.
A figure.
No less.
A figure.
The cost of the mayor.
I despair.
I despair.
I despair.
Oh God, I need to say that to Mordechai.
Why do Brits just? It's just. I don't believe it. It's real.